Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Bead and Chat. And it's your girl, Shy Rosalind, chief cook and bottle washer of Buns Edge Designs. Yes, that's my government name. And you can catch me via Instagram, email, Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. And yes, my website is pondsedgedesigns.net. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Don't move. So, Happy New Year and all that jazz. I am switching my glasses. Ooh, can I see? Okay, that's not helping. Okay, I'm actually better off without my glasses at all. So I need to go see the ophthalmologist real bad. Oh yeah, I can see now. Um, my eyesight has changed, definitely changed since I started the new cancer medicine that I'm taking. My body is starting to adjust to it, except my eyesight. Go figure. So just to do a quick recap, likes are free, sharing is caring. If you're interested in purchasing anything on my shop, scrolling below, pondsedgedesigns.net. Yes, I need to update the shop. I do have some things that I need to put in the shop. I haven't had a chance to do it yet. Life is lifing, but I will get to it, I promise. So anyway, this was the last project we did. It was a pair of earrings using some I think it's lucite or resin. And these are done. This was the last project we did. And that's the back of the earring, and this is the front of the earring. So it's gorgeous no matter which side you have it on. And during the break, and excuse me while I reuse my camera. I'm using my tablet tonight. I My phone is easier to manipulate, but the screen is smaller, obviously, because it's smaller on the phone. So it's a little more difficult sight wise to deal with the phone. So, and I have this like cheap what you call it, the thing that you put in the phone to hold it up on the table. Yeah, I have a cheap one. So, but I during the break I started this project. This is another set of earrings. These are Italian resin, and I dressed it up with some beads that I had. So I'm going to finish these off. Oh no, I actually need my glasses. Okay. I'm just, ooh, not this one. Definitely not this one. Where is, this one. So I'm going to finish this off with, I'm using this kind of earring finding with it. It clicks, you just basically put it through your ear and then you just click it in. So I'm going to loosen this up. And the thing with these, you have to do them very gently. Otherwise they break. You can't really manhandle these too much. Hey! Hello, Inspire. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oops. Yeah, so I'm finishing up these earrings. I'm just gonna put it through. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Ah, struggle beating already. Really? Take a week and a half off. There we go. And then I'm just gonna close it. I have yet to get used to working with the camera right in front of me. Oh, hello, Robert. Nice to see you. Welcome to Bead and Chat. Um, I'm still getting I'm still getting used to this. Yes, yes. Say hello to each other in the chat. Um, I'm still getting used to trying to work while looking through the camera. Through the camera, through the tablet, and it still feels a little awkward to me. I might go back to using my phone. Because, oops, as much as I prefer the tablet because of the size of the screen is a little easier for me to see what I'm doing. Um, I have to kind of literally work around the thing that's. Yes, I saw that, Robert. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the comments. Hey, comments are always welcome. Likes are free. Sharing is caring. Um, all my subscribers, I appreciate y'all a whole lot. Um, I've gotten quite a few new subscribers in the past couple weeks. Thanks to Miss Cruiser and the St. James Show, and I appreciate them very much. And here's the next set, all finished. These will be in the shop as soon as I can do it. And these are about, I want to say they're 3 inches long. Don't have my ruler on my workstation, but they're about 3 inches long, top to bottom, and they're for pierced ears. But just so y'all know, um, if you need clip-on earrings for any reason, I can convert them. I have the clip-on stuff for the earrings. So if you need them changed, I can always change them. That's no problem. Just let me know. Um so this is the other project. I bought these beads last, I want to say last year springtime I bought these. And when I was reorganizing before the holidays, well, I was trying to reorganize. I'm still not done yet. But I came across them and I said, I have to finish this project. So these are finished. So we have 2 sets of earrings finished and ready to go. And I will take pictures and all that good stuff, and I'll post a short, and I will post them in the shop and on my Instagram. So stay tuned for those. Okay, let me just put these in a safe spot. So next project I'm going to work on, I'm not going to do, no, I'm going to start a bracelet. I may not finish it tonight, but I am going to start a bracelet. Let me just move some of my tools out of the way. Don't need this one. And if you have questions, feel free to post a question in the chat. Thank you, Robert. If you have if you guys have questions about like materials and stuff like that, feel free to put them in the chat. I'll answer them as best I can. Okay, put this away because I'm not using this tonight. Okay, let me just put this aside real quick, y'all. So I'm still reorganizing my studio. I started it. I got most of my stuff put away. I'm not quite done yet. So it's my first time coming into your chat room. Well, this is a very calm, collected chat room. I have a few people that pop in regularly. Sometimes, I just go for it and people catch me on a replay. So, again, welcome. I am very happy to see you in the chat. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I am happy to answer. So this time around, I'm going to start this project. I probably will not finish it, but or maybe next episode, I'll finish it up. This is, oops, this is memory wire. It holds its shape. As you can see, it looks like a slinky, but it's memory wire. This is a little thinner than the memory wire I normally use. I got this from a different supplier. So I'm hoping that it is as durable as my usual stuff. It's called memory wire because it basically holds its shape. And it's really good for bracelets. Particularly if you're not sure of the person's size, they pretty much fit any wrist, or just about any wrist. Hi, welcome. Hey, just being so me. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Y'all say hello to each other while I get myself together. Alrighty. So this is from a different supplier. So first time using it. It will be interesting to see how it holds up. Oh, I love seeing y'all in the chat. Oh, ouch. The thing about this wire, as I said, it holds its shape, so it fits just about any wrist. This wire is a little thinner than what I'm used to, so I'm curious to see how this holds up with the bracelet that I have in mind. Now, they have different sizes. This is a bracelet size. They have let me see if I have it here handy. They have a bigger size that's for necklaces. See, something like this is for a necklace. So as you can see, the diameter is bigger. And I'm actually running out of this too, so I have to get some more. I'm just curious. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna see if I have any of my old wire handy. Let's see. This is about this. Oh, this is my old wire. Give me 1 second, y'all. Bear with me just a moment. I just want to see which wire I'm more comfortable with using tonight. So I'm gonna do a bracelet. Um, this one, oh, this one is a little more sturdy. I'm gonna go with the copper wire. So I'm gonna put the silver wire away for a bit. I'll come back to it. If I can get it back in the bag, that would be nice. um. So. So the YouTube streets have been on fire. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate you. Um, the YouTube streets have been on fire. Um, where does one start? Of course, the show is called Bead and Chat because we we work on a project and we chat about the week. Um, I'm gonna do 4 loops. So I'm gonna use 4 loops of the wire. Um, I think that'll be enough because once I start putting the beads on it, it's actually going to expand. It doesn't look like much right now, but once I put the beads on it, it's actually going to expand a little bit, and you'll see it a little bit what I'm talking about. And to cut memory wire, you have to use a special cutter for it. If I use a regular cutter on this, it would actually damage the wire and damage the tool. So we use this. This is a cutter specifically for memory wire. So I'm going to cut it. Oops. My screen's bouncing around because I'm using this like sad ass holder for my tablet, y'all. One day I'll get it together. I'll get a proper setup. Woo! So I'm going to use 4 loops of this wire. It should be enough once I start beading. And I'm trying to get the rest of it back into the bag, y'all. So anyway, the YouTube streets are on fire. Again, we thought things were going crazy when the the what do they call it now? The blogging collective got together, and Bishop Jordan and Thanos, as I like to call him, had their thing going on, and we thought the block was hot then. No, child, it is Cat Williams' internet, and it is still cooking. Everybody, what did Cat Williams say? It is the time of exposure, hun. Ain't stopped yet. So we have Brian Karn, who just pled guilty to tax evasion. Oh, wait, this is 5 loops. I'll figure it out. He just pled guilty to tax evasion. He lied to his accountant. He owed what, $1 million and change when he first filed his tax return, and lied to his changed accountants, lied to his new. Yes, that's what it said. You're absolutely right. All lies will be exposed. Ciao. So basically, he picked up a new accountant because he didn't feel like paying the IRS. Lied to his new accountant. Told his new accountant, oh, this is what my salary is, and it was falsified documents. Now, not for nothing, but accountants, you really don't want to mess with accountants very much. Ooh, I don't cut my hand. What the heck did I cut my hand on? That's weird. So you don't want to mess with accountants because accountants, if they're CPAs and they have a license that's at risk, they're gonna turn you in. So he went and got a new accountant. Um, these are cute. These are cute, y'all. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with these. I bought them for a reason. Um, so I'm gonna use these black beads that I picked up, and I'm going to use these are dendritic opal. So I'm gonna use some of these as well. Yes, tis a lot. So Brian Karn that went got a new accountant, lied to his new accountant, presented a fake employment contract, said, I'm only getting this. I shouldn't have to be paid so much, yada yada yada. Well, my dear, the accountant apparently did like what you call it, a not a revision, but um which I forget the word for it. I should know the word for it, but I forget the word for it. But he basically sent in a he basically sent in a revised tax return reflecting the falsified documents that they were given. Of course, the IRS is keeping tabs because he owed money. So here comes this, revised tax return with a lower rate, and ding 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 ding, when the chicken dinner, the alarm goes off, and the IRS says, no, and we're talking fraud, and now he's pled guilty to attempting to defraud the Internal Revenue Service. That's number one. That's the most recent thing, and the YouTube theologians have covered this very heavily. So you can check out St. James Show. You can visit Marcellus, Mad Church Disease. You can also visit the Juice Radio and Talk Show. And yeah, that's the word I was thinking of. Thank you. Amended. Sometimes, sometimes my chemo brain kicks in so hard. But yes, that's exactly. He amended the tax return. Yes, and you don't play with the IRS. Um, and then Brian Karn has the nerve to go go live or whatever and talk about how black people are, we try to get refunds, we don't try to pay, which is BS. I have filed tax returns where I have had to pay, and I've filed returns where I've gotten refunds. And somebody explained it well. I think, was it somebody on somebody's show explained, like, if we don't pay our taxes, nobody's gonna fix our roads, no one's gonna pick up our garbage, the libraries won't have books. So there's actually a reason for paying taxes. um and you pay taxes because when you reach a certain age, you collect your social security. I'm collecting disability. I qualified for it for obvious reasons because I'm still fighting this stupid cancer. But I worked from the age of 14 to, well, I'm still kind of I work part-time now from home. So I'm basically still working and I'm still paying into the system. So yeah, I qualify for that. This is why we pay. These are some of the reasons why we pay taxes. Where did I get this cut on my finger? Sheesh. Um. So that's the big brouhaha of the week. Then we have Robert. How you? Do you not know that you're not supposed to ask a lady her age? Oh, Robert. Let's just say I have just entered my sixth decade of life. I'll just say it that way. I won't give my exact age, but I have left my 50s. I'll just put it to you that way. So when people like Marcellus, I'm a certain age now. Oh, I'm 50. I'm gonna be 50. The other one says he's gonna be 49. Thanos said he's gonna be 49. Um, Thais. Oh, I need a name for Thais. Um, Thais said he's gonna be 47, 48, something like that. And no, it's okay, Robert. It's all right. I have no shame in discussing my age. So it's okay. You did not have to delete it. You did not have to delete it. No offense taken at all. Do not worry. I don't take life as seriously as some folk. Unless it's necessary. But age ain't nothing but a number. I'm not worried. Do not do not worry about it. Um, I only the only comments that I don't like are ones that are very very disrespectful. If you're trying to cuss in the comments or you trying to say something nasty in the comments, then we got a problem. But don't worry, we have no issues, my dear. So anyway, so when I hear these guys say they talk about they in their 40s, and thank you, dear, I appreciate that. Um so um when I hear these guys talking about how they 40 something and they about to turn 50 or they just turned 50, and I'm sitting there in the chat and I'm like, you are children. You are all chilling children compared to me. So I just get a chuckle out of it. Let me get these. Give me a second. I'm just gonna unknot these off camera. Trying to get this knot. Uh okay, I have to do it this way. I hate cutting in between the beads because you run the risk of damaging the bead. But there we go. All right, let's get this party started. I should use separate bowls for these beads, but oh shoot. Um I'm not in the mood for that. I'll mix them in the bowl. No big deal. Um, yeah. So the other the other big brouhaha of the week, Thanos, and those of you who follow me, especially my YouTube street guide, you know who I'm talking about when I say Thanos. Apparently he he took out a loan and defaulted. So homeboy is getting sued. And that came out. And he's and the company he took the loan from is based in good old New York, and we don't play. Um, so he gonna get it. And he's getting sued. He took out Apparently he took out a $140,000 loan, and according to the documents, which Marcellus read, so you can check out his. I think St. James might have talked about it too. I think, I'm not sure, but Marcellus definitely did. So you can check out his show about it, and the details will be there. So I'm gonna start putting the beads on. Like I said, I probably won't finish this project tonight, but working with memory wire is pretty cool. You can make the bracelet as big or as many loops as you want, or as few as you want. I've made some bracelets with just two loops. I've made some like this with four. Now if I could find the proper hole for the bead, that would be nice. Yeah, I gotta make a trip to the eye doctor. Okay, here we go. But they work up fairly quickly once you get into it. They're fairly easy to. I would say they're fairly easy to make. So I'm gonna do two black, and then with the pattern, I pretty much do whatever comes to me. I don't have a set pattern for these things. Um, and it depends on the colors I'm working with too. If one color is pretty strong and the other color is not that strong, then I'll use less of one, more of the other. So it kind of depends. So Thanos is getting sued, and he's telling his cohort that he's not broke. um, I need a name for. I need a comic book name for Thais. Um, I don't want to use the one that Marcellus uses. I want to use a different name. Um, let's see. Let me think for a second. What name can I use for Thais? Um, I use the Penguin. I think I'll use that one. So, oh, the Jasper is in different shades, guys. So, when this works up, it might look mismatched. It really isn't. The Jasper's just in different shades. Some of it's brown, some of it's almost black. Some of them are gray. So, um, it it'll come together once we get more of the loops done. Come on. 1 second. I just have to go off camera just a sec because I'm working without my glasses. There we go. Okay, that's better. So it's moving down. Yeah, I think she was the best Catwoman too, to be honest. I mean, Julie Newmar wasn't bad. I like Julie Newmar, but yeah, I think the consensus is that Eartha Kitt was actually the best Catwoman. Um, and she was a bit of an activist too. I didn't realize that that Eartha Kitt was um she's like a civil rights activist. I didn't realize that. I think her daughter wrote a book about her. Um, she has one child. She has a daughter, and she wrote a book about her a couple of years ago. Um, and I haven't read it, but I heard it's actually. I haven't um I haven't read it, but it's actually why is this wire twisting? Don't twist on me. Don't twist on me. There we go. There we go. Now we got it. Sorry folks, my wire was trying to twist on me. Yeah, so yeah, her daughter wrote a book about her a couple of years ago, so might be worth taking a read. I forgot the name of it though, but if it comes to mind, I'll mention it. I'll do a short or something. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call Thais the Penguin. I can't think of another that fits. So then what else is happening this week? Brian Karn might be going to jail. Might be. Thanos is getting sued. Um, the Penguin. Oh yes, that's right. So was a little uptight, upset maybe because Thanos is back with his other buddy. Um, who knows? Maybe. Why do I feel like there is a movie about her? There might be. I don't know. I know for sure there's a book. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody decided to do the movie. So the Penguin, um he didn't get in his feelings, but I guess people were asking if he's not dealing with Thanos anymore, and because Thanos is now hooked up with the master of the dark arts, which CTV, master of the dark arts. And let me tell you something. I I don't like throwing shade at people that I don't really know, but if you haven't noticed the wigs that boy is wearing, he had on a wig the other day. I didn't watch it live. I saw did I watch any of that live? There was one live he I watched maybe 5 minutes. The wig reminded me of Queen Charlotte. For those of you who are fans of Bridgerton, and there's a spin-off called Queen Charlotte. I forget, I think it ran for like 2 seasons or 3 seasons or something like that. And if y'all recall the wigs that the queen wore, that is what the Master of the Dark Arts was wearing. Um yeah, maybe. That would be a good one too, I think. So yeah, the Master of the Dark Arts apparently is hooked up with Thanos again, and um the Penguin was not happy about it, but now he's saying he's at peace with it. Who knows? We shall see as things progress. Um, why is this wire giving me such a hard time today? This wire usually does not give me this much trouble. Usually it's easy to string things on. I don't know if it's because I have the camera in front of my hands and if that's what's throwing me off or what, but this is what we have so far. This is a good bracelet for a guy because of the colors. And since it's memory wire, it's fairly easy to put on and take off. So when you put it on, it'll look something like that. Um, so what else is going on? And then there's something else that I just don't understand. Um, thank you, Robert. Um, there's something else that I just oops that I don't understand. People and I mentioned this on one of my episodes of Notes from the Audience. If y'all want to, you can go check those out. I mentioned that people are going into other people's Patreons and members only chats, and then either revealing what was discussed or going back to whoever the folks were talking about and going back to them and passing along whatever was discussed, which I think is ridiculous. And I thought I was tripping, but a content creator mentioned today, um, and they mentioned this pretty much said the same thing I said. Um, like why on earth you're you're paying to Hi Jill. Hey Jill, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Um Folks, you can go visit Jill's Comfort Zone. She does like a lot of cooking stuff. So if you're looking into really like new recipes and things like that, um feel free to please visit her channel, give her a like and a follow and all that good stuff. She has a lot of really cool recipes and things like that. I've been looking through them. I haven't been cooking like I used to. And I'm probably going to get back to that soon. Um, I'll explain why in a little while, but um this wire is getting twisted, y'all. Okay. But please visit her channel. She has some really cool stuff, and there's some crafting stuff in there too. If if you're into it, it's a good channel to visit. I found her through Miss Cruza. So, like I said, please visit Jill's Comfort Zone, a like, a view, and a follow, and it would. I'm sure she would appreciate that. So, yeah. So people are like spying on other people's lives. This wire, man, I don't like this supplier. I don't think I'm gonna buy any more wire from this particular company. It should not be. See, this wire is acting like a slinky, and it's just not. It's not staying stable as I beat it, and I don't like that. So I don't think I'm going to buy any more memory wire from this particular um supplier. Oh, Jill, I'm making a it's a it's a wire bracelet. I'm using it's called memory wire, and memory wire holds its shape. It looks like a slinky, but it holds its shape, so it pretty much fits any type of wrist. You don't necessarily have to measure the person's wrist. It has that stretch to it. I've made several. They're on my website, and I'm making one tonight. I'm using some like dark colors, some browns and black. This particular one would be kind of good for a guy, I think. So I just wanted to do something different. I just finished up these earrings. I started them last week while I was on break, and I finished these up tonight. So I'm starting the bracelet. I'm not going to finish it tonight, of course, but I'm starting it. But I'm not that thrilled about this particular wire that I bought. Um, I've worked with memory wire a lot, and I can usually control it a lot better. So I'm not that thrilled about it, but I'm gonna keep going with it and see how it turns out. When I add some more beads to it, maybe it'll start to behave. The weight of the beads kind of help it stabilize too. So I'm hoping that's what's going to happen. Um, thank you very much. I like making earrings. It's a lot of fun, and I have so much material that I available for earrings. But I figured tonight I'd do something just a little bit different. So what was I? This is something I was talking about. What was I talking about? Um. Oh yeah. The Master of the Dark Arts CTV. His um his wigs are like Queen Charlotte. I'm not keen on this person because they have like a very dark dark spirit about them, so I don't watch their lives very often. Only if there's someone that I support that he's interviewing, but lately that has not been the case. So I've been avoiding his channel. Um what was I saying? Oh yeah, so anyhow, people are people have been um going into other people's private chats and members only chats to basically spy on people, and I thought I was tripping. I was like, is it me, or is this kind of weird to do? I'm not the only one with that opinion. Someone did talk about it and said this pretty much the same thing. Like you're paying for a membership just to spy on someone and gi- give either they're passing the information along to whomever, or it could be the person themselves. um you're the person themselves, or yeah, I'm not keyed on this wire. um or it just doesn't make sense. I mean, now my theory is either the person is whoever is going into the, oh yeah, I'm not, this wire is not, it is so, this wire is so loosey goosey. It is not holding up well. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I'll keep working on this during the week and see if I can get it to behave. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to get a hold of some of my old wire and restart this bad boy, because this thing it is not forming properly. So my thing is, either my theory is either someone is reimbursing these people, like if they have people going into other Patreons and stuff, are they getting reimbursed for spying? Or you just have money to burn that you're signing up for people's memberships and Patreons? I don't get it. But yeah, I suspected that it's been going on for a while. I kind of suspected that, Jill. And so but it feels like it's more prevalent, like it's happening way more often now ever since Thanos and the Jordans. I'm gonna don't hate me. I'm gonna call Bishop Jordan and Manasseh. Some people call him Messy Manasseh, but you didn't hear that from me. I'm gonna call them Batman and Robin because that's what I referred to them as in my video. But yeah, so Thanos and Batman and Robin duking it out, and it seems like it's way more. Okay, this wire sucks. um, it seems like it's way more often now after the mess with those two. Um, yeah, I am not feeling this wire. Okay, I'm going to stop because I think this wire is going to not work out. It's just not. It's not forming like I want it to. You see how the beads are just like moving around? They're moving around way too much on this wire. I should not have this. I mean, they should be staying put. Oops, sorry guys. I bumped into my thing. They should be staying put way more than better than this. So I think I'm going to have to see if I have any of my original wire left in the stash, because this is not working. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Um, Let me put a few more beads on. Let me just give it one last chance. Um, so what else is happening? Oh, this is everyone's talking about this guy Drewski, who did a parody of a mega church, and honestly, I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. I saw it. Um, yeah, I bought this thing. I bought this wire like a year ago, so I can't return it. Um, I think I mean I might be able to like make hoop earrings out of it. If it, because the bracelets I use more hoops, but I think if I'm just doing a hoop earring and I don't need as many, or I need like smaller hoops, this might work for that. But for the bracelet, um, this might not be the right stuff. I need my memory wire needs to be a little thicker, I think. So, but I'm gonna keep stringing it. I just want to see. I'm thinking maybe the more beads I put on it, maybe it'll be more stable. So I just have to. I'm gonna keep trying during the week and see if I can get it to settle. But I'm not gonna. I need my heavier wire for my. See, it shouldn't be doing that either. It's twisting on itself. It shouldn't be twisting on itself that much. But I'm gonna see. I'll give it. I'm gonna give it another chance during the week. I'm gonna try and put a few more beads on it and see how it goes. So the next episode we'll find out. Bead in chat. We'll find out if this held up or not. um. So yeah, Drewski did a parody of um a church mega church service. I thought it was funny, but a lot of pastors are up in arms. They're not thrilled with it. But did he lie? I don't think he lied. I don't think he lied. So that's something everyone, well, not everyone, but the pastors seem to be up in arms about. And then the pastors are pretty much up in arms about content creators to begin with. I mean, if they acted right, they wouldn't have anything to talk about. Just a thought. Um, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out this wire. Yeah. But the color scheme is gonna stay the same. The browns and the black and the gray. The gray, brown, and black beads are dendr- dendritic dendritic opal. They're 8 millimeters. The beads are 8 millimeters, and the black beads are like some. I forget where I picked them up from. I think I picked them up from the New York Bead Show. It's just like some black filler beads. I think this is going to be good for a guy. I am going to figure out this wire, and hopefully I can by the next episode I can get it together, because I do like the color scheme. I think the color scheme is really going to be good. Um, Thank you. Um, Yeah, I think the color scheme works. It's just a wire. So I gotta figure that part out. But yes, so hopefully by the next episode of Beat and Chat, I will um I will have this together. Oh yeah, that's right. I did say. So yeah, Jill's Comfort Zone has some great recipes and all that good stuff. And I have not been cooking like I used to. I used to make some stuff that my mom would fix, like steamed fish, steamed snapper, rice and peas, or peas and rice, depending on which island you come from. um, Veggies. I used to cook at least on Sundays. I would cook. So, as just about everybody knows, my mom has Alzheimer's dementia, and it got to a point where I didn't have the energy to cook on Sundays, and two, mom wasn't eating like she used to, so the food was going to waste because it was stuff that she could no longer eat. And um so I eventually just I stopped cooking. This is just me and my brother. So we get get some takeout, get some salads and stuff like that, and eat some one day, some the next day. Sometimes we just grab some soup off the shelf and just have soup. So, and my mom is at the point where she's eating pureed food. We puree soups for her, and anything soft. And she's a tea girl. She still drinks her tea to this day. So that's pretty much all she's doing. So to me, like, I don't feel like cooking a whole bunch of stuff and then we can't finish it. So, unfortunately, and I announced this on my um health and wellness channel. Mom is beginning her transition. So, she's still eating and drinking, but not as much. She hasn't started refusing food yet. But every now and then she's refusing, like she'll refuse her lunch or she'll refuse her dinner, but she still has her breakfast in the morning and all that. Um, she's become very weak. She is barely walking. Um, this morning, um, this morning she came downstairs to the kitchen. Her bedroom is on our bedroom. Hers and mine are on the second floor. And she came down. It's like 11 steps, but she came down to the first floor. She sat in the kitchen for a few minutes. She sat and moved to the living room. And we literally, it took me and the aide to support her as she walked. And this has happened like 2 months ago. She was still moving around, um, and going up and down the stairs on her own. I mean, with the aid, of course, but she was still um, going up and down the stairs. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, but today she got down the stairs, and it took us an hour to get her back upstairs to her bedroom. Um, Twice she tried to go up the stairs and she couldn't do it. The third time she did it, but I don't know if it was, she was acting as if she was in pain. But we got her upstairs. We got her to the top of the stairs. She sat down and she's like, "Leave me, leave me here, leave me here." No, obviously we didn't leave her there. Between me and the aide, I picked her up and then we guided her into her bedroom and got her into bed. Um, so I told all the aides, I said she is not to come down the stairs anymore. So um, thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. So So I am instructing the aides not to let her go down the stairs. Even if she wants to go down the stairs, she is not to go down the stairs, because if she comes down the stairs again, it's going to be extremely difficult to get her back up the steps. Even if she wants to go back upstairs, she's that weak. So she's to stay upstairs. Um, and she's been having trouble sleeping. She's been having some digestive issues. We got the digestive stuff we got cleared up. The insomnia is coming and going. We have her on medication now to help her sleep. Not necessarily knock her out, but to make her tired enough that she will fall asleep on her own. Um, the weakness is pronounced. That's the hardest part. Her balance is off too. So, the hospice nurse, the nurses have been coming. They usually used to come once a week, and now they're coming every 2 to 3 days. So, when that happens, when they start coming more often, that's pretty much a sign that things are going to start happening, or they've started happening. So, once she transitions, I will probably start cooking again. So I'm gonna need some recipes. Um, Fortunately, and I'll discuss this on an episode, probably like the caregiving episode. But the good thing is, mom prepared. She pre-planned and prepaid almost all of her funeral expenses. Um, she put aside enough to cover what was in her contract plus extra. So we shouldn't have that to worry about. Um, my brother, I think I've mentioned this before. My brother has autism. He knows that she's very ill. He does not know how ill she is. Um, so I'm kind of gently telling him, like, yeah, mommy is very sick, and kind of leaving it that way. So that is going to be the hardest part of it all. Um, so that's going to be the most difficult part, because I am not sure how he's going to take it. Um, I don't think he'll have a tantrum, but I think he's going to be more upset. And I have a feeling he is not going to want to attend her funeral. So, which is fine with me. I mean, if he doesn't want to go, I am not going to force him to do anything he's not comfortable with. So, yeah, things are changing in this little neck of the woods. So, I'm really depending on the content creators, Matrix Disease, St. James, um, V. Terrell Hill. I'm really I'm watching a lot of replays, and just to keep my spirits going until everything happens. So, you guys are really important to me. It's like an online support system, just to keep me occupied, and um, just to give me a couple of laughs, um, while this whole thing goes down. So, um, but that's kind of it in a nutshell. And that's what's going on. And I will definitely post updates on the projects. I'm going to put the earrings in the store. I might be able to do it tomorrow, I hope. So I'll put them in the store. Um, if there's something you want custom made, If there's a particular color that you're thinking about and you want something made, reach out to me. The best way to reach out to me right now is either my email address or my Instagram. And that's it right there. You can reach out to me and let me know what you're thinking about. And if I have the materials or the color, we can go back and forth and I'll figure it out for you in the meantime. This helps me kind of gives me a mental break too. The beadwork. It drives me crazy when I can't make enough time to do it. So tonight was good. Tonight I actually had some time to do this. And the funny thing is, well, not funny, but the interesting thing is, the etymology of the word bead is to pray. That's what it, old English. That's what it meant. So as I, go back and forth with these beads and create this stuff, it puts me in a meditative state, and it really helps clear my head. So that's why I'm grateful to have this particular business slash hobby um to keep me occupied. um so I think that's it for tonight, folks. um Likes are free, sharing is caring. Tell a friend or two or three. I appreciate everyone who came into the chat tonight. Um, and I thank you all for coming and listening to me chit chat while we make some stuff. I'm not sure when the next episode's going to be. Hopefully soon. But I am going to definitely get this together here. And if I don't get to do a full episode, I'll definitely put up a short. Um, and yeah, thank you all so much for coming by, watching my little show. And big shout out to everyone who was in the chat tonight. Robert, Inspired, Just Being So Me, Jill. Um, Thank y'all so much for coming through. Let me just make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. Oh, just being just being so me. I hope I mentioned you. Um, and Yeah, there we go. Oh, Inspire, you were the first one. Oh my god. So anyway, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for checking out the show. Questions and comments are always welcome. And I will see you on the next one, whenever that is. And I hope everyone has a great week ahead. And stay safe, stay warm, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you all so, so much.